There's one skill in life that is going to take you from mediocre to advanced. You can't replace this skill, and it's actually a very easy skill to learn that once you learn it, everything in your life is going to change for the better. You'll have a flourishing social life, your work or your career will improve, you'll be able to attract love easier. Everything is going to get better. And this skill is communicating with people. And it sounds like such an easy thing, right? I mean, we've been doing it since we were, 2 years old? You'd think that everyone would be very good at this. You'd think we'd be talking all the time, but this actually, of course, isn't what we see. What we do see is a lack of communication. People with their headphones on all the time, people using their phone in class, people just not having conversations in situations where they easily could. And this is a problem because we're social creatures, and a lack of communication and therefore a lack of friendships and relationships causes us to not feel well at all. Generation Z is the loneliest generation, and I just want you to know it is something that you can get better at. And I wasn't always able to talk to everyone easily, but I also wasn't always able to play bass. It's a skill and we can get better at it. But I want to tell you the reason that you don't talk to more people, and the reason you might feel a little fear before you talk to someone, is because of one very simple truth. You have a fear of rejection. You might not consciously believe this, but you subconsciously believe that if you stumble over your words, a pretty girl isn't going to like you anymore. Or that if you say something or if you're a little awkward, then people are going to think you're weird and not want to talk to you. You think that if you are yourself, it's not good enough, and in that case, it's easier to just not talk to anyone at all. And that keeps us in this comfort zone where we see almost everyone, and we can't grow in a comfort zone. We need to step outside of this comfort zone, and then we can grow. None of us want to get rejected. Of course not. So if we only talk when absolutely necessary, we believe that we won't get hurt. And that is partially true. We won't get hurt today, but something else gets hurt in the long run, and that's our freaking soul. Now, you might be expecting me to say that no one's actually judging you, and don't worry about that because it's all in your head. And that is not true. You will get judged, and you will get rejected, and you will get ridiculed, and you will get ignored and shut down. But this is part of the truth and process that you need to accept. But the thing is, the people that are going to do all these things that you're not hoping for are only a small percentage of the interactions you're actually going to have. The strong majority, I'm going to say 95% or higher, are actually going to be happy that you're talking to them, and they're going to continue this conversation with you. Most people aren't mean, boring, or stupid, and that's such a common excuse I hear all the time for why we don't have any friends or why we don't talk to people, because everyone else is just this phony, and I'd rather just not talk to them. Everyone is fake anyway. If you just believe that, that's actually an issue with you. You need to get out of this idea that everyone is this boring, stupid person that isn't worth your time. It's just an excuse, and you're holding yourself back. And again, this is you trying to find a way out of this so you don't get rejected and your feelings don't get hurt. Trust me, I get it. So because this truth that 5% of the people are going to reject you is part of the process, you can't control this. And just like in life, we can't control almost anything. We can only control our reactions to what actually happens to us. You can only decide whether you want this one person's rejection to make you never want to do this again and never talk to anyone again. The truth is, no matter how good your opener is, no matter good of a conversationalist you are, no matter how confident you come across, if someone doesn't want to talk to you, they're not going to want to talk to you. That's why in this video, I'm not going to necessarily tell you exact things of what to say or how to act or opening lines, because it's already predetermined if they want to talk to you or not. You can't control that. You can only control your reaction to that situation. But if you did want one thing, I would just tell you, talk about the very first thing you see. I am wearing a Nirvana shirt right now. If I saw you wearing a Nirvana shirt, regardless, here is the secret, regardless of if you actually like Nirvana, you can compliment my shirt. If you see I'm wearing Crocs, you can compliment my Jibbitz, regardless of if you actually like them. This isn't being fake. This is being friendly for the sake of being friendly, of doing good when you could have not done good. And that is doing good in the world. And that is so important. But this isn't going to work for you if you're not over your fear of rejection. The only reason they work for me is because I've gotten over this fear. And when you get over this fear, you can say anything you goddamn want because you don't care anymore. That is the root issue. Don't fight the symptoms. Fight the root issue, just like in medicine, which we don't do in this country. I wouldn't be exaggerating if I said that one day I woke up without this fear of rejection. I realized that I'm a people person, I love people, and I have just been hurt by the world so many times that I don't care if I get hurt again. I would rather have the amazing experiences that being able to communicate effectively could bring me than live in this shell where I'm isolated and I feel down all the time. Past this fear of rejection is glory and opportunity. Opportunity for love, for money, for success. It's all there if you push past this fear. And I know you can do it. I know you can get better at this. I know anyone can get better at this. And how do I know this with 100% certainty, regardless of if you're an introvert or whatever? Because it's damn well encoded into your freaking DNA. I watched this Vsauce video years ago, so don't quote me on this, but the only reason humans are at the top of the food chain and why we're in the position we are today is because we got good at communicating. Everyone can do it. It's all about letting go of fear. So think of alcohol. Why do some people need alcohol? Why do they require it to open up, loosen up, and have fun and talk to people? Because alcohol removes your fear of rejection. You can go talk to someone, and if they're not interested, oh, whatever, I don't care. Let's go have fun, guys. It's like, that should be your mindset. Go talk to whoever you want and everyone if you would like to. And when they reject you, because some of them will, oh man, that sucks. Let's just go have some fun, guys. It's the same exact thing. We don't want to rely on a drug to feel confident about ourselves. Of course not. So all I'm saying is that it's not necessarily improving a skill of actually talking to people, but it's more improving getting over this fear of rejection. So all you need to do is go out and talk to people and just be kind. Just be kind, smile, and be nice, and don't want something from someone. Every single day I walk around school and someone always wants something from me. Whether it's for me to fill out a survey or join a club or buy something from them. When you go out with the intention of wanting something from someone, it doesn't work. I talk to these people because I feel kind of bad. I don't want to just ignore them. But the thing is, I don't want to talk to them. So if someone can sense from you that you want something from them, they're not going to want to talk to you. But just be nice, don't want specifically something from someone, and give it your best, and then roll with the punches and decide that when you do get rejected, it's not worth giving up on. This fear of rejection is something you must move past. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe, like the video if it helped you. Comment your experiences below. Music is the first link in the description, and have a great freaking day, man.